We've debated internally about what the best Mario games are for years, but have stayed away from doing an official countdown for one reason. How do you classify a Mario game? The little guy's been in a billion games, crossing over genre lines we usually use to establish a countdown's criteria. So we kept it simple. This is the list of the 10 best games with Mario in the title. Mario Golf, Mario Paint, Mario Kart, Mario Party. They're all eligible. There was no question Mario's platformers would be the standout entries on his resume, but his escapades are so excellent that even a few of his side projects outshine Nintendo's more traditional Mario games. Hearts were definitely hurt while making this list, but among all the cherished games bearing Mario's moniker, these are the 10 we love the most.
Number 10. Paper Mario and the Thousand-Year Door.
Paper Mario and the Thousand-Year Door marked the mustachioed plumber's return to the role-playing adventure genre that wowed and surprised Mario fans in Super Mario RPG. In Thousand-Year Door, Mario is tasked with saving Princess Peach and the world from the X-Nauts, a malevolent extraterrestrial organization bent on possessing and harnessing the power of a secret treasure locked behind a legendary portal. Mario's paper persona channels a slew of unique abilities and moves that match his unique graphical style, and the game's turn-based combat system with ATB elements can appeal to even the most die-hard RPG enthusiasts. Though a far cry from the plains of the Mushroom Kingdom, imaginative gameplay, a memorable story, and zany characters make the Thousand-Year Door anything but two-dimensional.
Number 9. Mario Kart DS.
Mario Kart DS is one of those great games with wonderful ideas that remain perplexingly absent from future iterations. It features a thoughtful mission mode with well-implemented boss fights. There are karts designed specifically for each of its drivers, which by the way include Rob and Drybones, two exemplary secret characters who have never appeared since. Also, it feels wrong to say the absence of Miis makes a game great, but seriously, this game has no Miis. Still, that in a way speaks to the technical and thematic refinement of Mario Kart DS, the kart game that seems happy to be a kart game, knocking out several of Mario's traditional platformers for a spot on this list.
Number 8. Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island.
The thick, crayon-like outlines, warm colors, and patchwork platforms in Yoshi's Island create a look that is indistinguishable. Few games utilize the Super Nintendo so well. Enemies inflate, shrink, and pop in an extravagant fashion, turning the world into an elaborate playground. Yoshi's Island also features some of the most memorable boss fights of any Mario game, particularly the final battle against a giant fireball-blasting Baby Bowser. Mario may not be the star of this one, but that doesn't make Yoshi's Island any less remarkable.
Number 7. Super Mario Galaxy.
We thought we knew what 3D Mario games looked like until Super Mario Galaxy showed up and blew our expectations into the stratosphere. Running circles around planetoids rekindles that fundamental Mario value of having fun even without a particular goal in mind, and it's a joy to experiment with gravity's pull. New fundamentals make way for new challenges as you nimbly traverse areas that are upside down or inside out, and there's a brilliant marriage between tight controls and complex physics. Each new area flows with creativity, and just a glimpse of its beautiful visuals and breathtaking score inspires us to return to orbit.
Number 6. Super Mario RPG.
Once upon a time, the notion of Square teaming up with Nintendo to make an RPG was the stuff of legends. So when the two companies announced they were joining forces to create Super Mario RPG, everyone paid attention. It marked the first time you could play as Bowser, who joins your party of Mario, Princess Peach, Mallow, and fan favorite Geno. Super Mario RPG captures the platforming feel of the Mario series, but implements a unique turn-based battle system that has all the hallmarks of Square's RPG genius. The superb writing effort delivers on the humor, and the story set the bar for future RPGs bearing the Mario name. The game also has a truly spectacular soundtrack, with memorable themes that not only bucked the trend of relying too much on nostalgia, but became new classics in their own right. Super Mario RPG has it all, with great boss battles, amazing minigames, and memorable cutscenes. It's just a shame we've never gotten a true sequel to such a masterpiece. Perhaps one day Nintendo and Square Enix will indulge our fantasies once again.
Number 5. Super Mario Brothers.
Like so many of Mario's groundbreaking releases, the game that put the Super in Super Mario and saved the industry from total collapse has the potential to beat all others out for the top spot. But as smooth and timeless as this classic is every single time we pick up and play it, we can't ignore the incredible improvements Nintendo has implemented in Mario's best game since. And 4 of these sequels reached a rank higher than this historical gem. Why is the original still so great? It controls better than some platformers released today, rendering all the buttons we've added to our controllers over the years somewhat extraneous. It was, is, and shall forever be close to gaming perfection.
Number 4. Super Mario Galaxy 2.
Super Mario Galaxy 2 refined every facet of its predecessor. The cumbersome observatory is gone in favor of a more retro level selector, and new gameplay elements like the drill add even more depth to the multi-layered stages. The impeccable controls are better than before thanks to an improved camera, and the level design is a genius concoction of platforms and grids. The best parts, though, are the optional coins and stars that offer an insane challenge for those seeking 100% completion. If all of that weren't enough, Yoshi makes a triumphant return after sitting it out in the original Galaxy. To give more games the chance to be credited, we sometimes lump multiple entries together to represent an entire series. But we just couldn't split the 2 Galaxy games. They're just that damn good.
Number 3. Super Mario Bros. 3.
This is the best NES Mario and the best NES platformer. It's one of the most polished games on the legendary system, ushering in permanent fixtures in the franchise like an overworld and inventory items. Super Mario Bros. 3 was the first major evolution from the franchise, the first of many reminders that the series would continue to innovate and expand. It proved that something as simple as a new suit for Mario to wear could generate sparks of gameplay genius and stay relevant to fans for decades to come. Not to mention that to the ill-equipped adventurer, some of the later stages made the worlds in Super Mario Bros. 1 feel like a waltz around Peach's castle. You don't need to be a platforming wizard to see the impact number 3 had on the series. It would take a super console to surpass it.
Number 2. Super Mario World.
While Super Mario Bros. 3 introduced the world map, Super Mario World puts it to far better use. For the first time, players take on the role of an explorer instead of just someone barreling through stages. Numerous hidden exits littered throughout the game encourage players to chart multiple ways forward by revisiting stages and searching every corner. Although much of this exploration is optional, some of it is required in order to progress. The puzzle box nature of the ghost houses in the Forest of Illusion necessitate a level of lateral thinking previously unseen in the series. On top of it all is Yoshi, the now indispensable ally who lets Mario reach greater heights and turns red Koopa shells into balls of fire. Super Mario World is constantly pushing the player in creative and unexpected ways, and it almost leapt past the competition to reach number 1.
Number 1. Super Mario 64.
The showdown between 2D and 3D Mario was a heated debate, but in the end, Mario's foray into the third dimension took top honors. Super Mario 64 paved the way for countless other landmark titles with its revolutionary 3D platforming mechanics and camera controls. From the very moment you enter Peach's castle, you're free to roam its halls to seek out new worlds you access by leaping through magic paintings, or perhaps uncover a hidden secret or two. It put our platforming skills to the test in a way we'd never seen before, teaching us to use an analog stick rather than the D-pad to navigate gorgeous 3D obstacle courses filled with enemies and other hazards. Whether it's racing Koopa the Quick or a giant penguin, losing your hat to the vulture in shifting sandland, surfing over a fiery death on a green shell in lethal lava land, there are too many amazing moments to count. Throw in some amazing new power-ups like the ability to soar through the skies with the wing cap or turn into an immovable beast via the metal cap, and you have what we believe is the definitive Mario experience.
Bye.